Hello there! Thank you for clicking on this video. That's right, I went mono red for this video. I really wanted to rank up, and the fastest way is definitely playing mono red. I mean, you could go Boros Auras or Gruul. They're all really good choices, but I wanted to keep things simple, do mono red, and I realized there's no new cards in this. This is not even a new deck, really. There's no huge changes other than maybe like Burst Lightning, though by now that's not really that much of a new card. Basically, I'm playing the version where you pump up your creatures like Slickshot Show Off, Emberheart Challenger, you got the Scamp and Heartfire Hero. You pump them up using Demonic Ruckus, Turn Inside Out, Monstrous Rage, and then you use Callous Sellsword, or the Burn Together side of Callous Sellsword, and fling your creature to your opponent. You could definitely make this into a Rakdos, splash in a little bit black so you can play the creature side of Callous Sellsword, but what I found is you really don't need it. And that's pretty much the deck in a nutshell. You might notice the length of the video is pretty long for being just mono red. Well, I decided to include every game that I played in here, which is 12 games, and I just wanted to see if that's something that my viewers would enjoy, or maybe the video is too long. Let me know in the comments, hey, the video is too long, or this is perfect, I love watching more games, and then I'll keep that in mind for my future videos. So the reason why I decided to go for mono red, other than just wanting to rank up quickly, is I had a couple brews and it just wasn't working too well, and also I didn't get much sleep the night before recording this, so I didn't want to play a deck that was too difficult, and I didn't really want to play long games. So I figured, you know, maybe mono red is the right course of action here. Now, on which version of mono red is better? Is it better to go with Gruul? Is it better to go with Boros Auras, or the version I'm playing? I think it solely depends on the meta you're facing at the time, but I think they're all really great choices if you're trying to rank up quickly. Just keep in mind that, like I said, I was pretty tired, so I will be making some misplays and my commentary might not be the best. Like in the first game, I missed lethal on turn 3, but the beauty about playing mono red is that even if you make misplays, it's a pretty forgiving deck because it's so aggressive. Anyways, that's all I have, so without any further ado, let's just get to the games. Let's see if mono red is still broken in the meta. Also, I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm fairly tired. I'll try to talk while I play, but it may not go that well. Also, I'm going to blame any mistakes I make on the fact that I didn't get enough sleep. This is actually not too bad. It's not a very fast hand, but it can be a pretty deadly hand if the opponent taps out on turn 3 or 4. I'll keep it. Also, probably not the best hand on the draw, but could be Boros aggro, yes, mice, whatever they call it. Got the Monstrous Rage, Burst Lightning. Okay. I don't know what I'm playing against, but I was expecting that since I'm playing mono red that I'll probably go up against meta decks and not Culloden Triumph Caster. Unless there's like a new deck out there that just completely wrecks with this card that I don't know about. Excuse me as I drink some water. I was feeling pretty dehydrated. Alright, that's pretty good. Numbering Roll Wagon into Culloden. We could be very much dead next turn. I was hoping to draw a land there. Could play the Scamp as a blocker. Lightning, Shiner's Lightning. Alright, so that's what? 2. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, Becomes 5. 5. Yep. Alright. I'm just gonna risk it. I was thinking of playing the Scamp as a blocker, but I think we can afford one more turn. If we draw land next turn, I think we do have it though. Though the opponent might be being cautious if they don't have lethal this turn and leave up removal, but we will see. I have no idea what to expect from this deck. I've never seen this deck before, so all right. Tumblewag. Okay, Rocketeer boost buggy. I don't see lethal. Because this is what, crew 4? Which means they have to remove 5 power. Well, I guess they don't have to, but they have to tap down 2 creatures if they want to attack with the World Wagon. I don't know if they're trying to calculate most damage. Okay. We are down to 3. We need to draw land. We did not. An opponent is holding up something. So, could be a removal. Probably torch the tower. Right. I'll attack. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Nope. Okay. Okay. I could have sworn they had like a 1 mana removal, but I guess not. Right. Wasn't sure what that was about. Alright, they were holding up a protection spell. Alright, on the draw. With... okay. This might work. We'll put on a Scamp. Opponent will remove it. And then I guess we'll just plot the... oh, they don't remove it. Slick Shot. They got the... This is such a cool sleeve. Okay. Fountain Port, which points to not... mono red aggro or anything like that. I'm just gonna do this. Though maybe I should have left up like a turn inside out or something. Torch the tower. Well, if they have torch the tower, I guess it's the same deal. Torch the tower. Okay, so they're Boros control. Let's see if they tap out. Alright. Always stuck on 2 lands. I don't think we can get lethal this turn. So let's see what they do about this. Emberheart Challenger. They make a carrot cake. I'm pretty sure a third land is lethal. It's a no-go. Okay. Draw a card. Are they planning double block? I guess so. In this case, I'm just gonna Burst Lightning here. Now we could Dreadmaul's Ire to see if we can find a land. I think I want to hold it for the Slick Shot show off. Opponent is drawing more lands, more carrot cake. This time they have white mana up, so they could be holding up removal, non-damage based removal. If it's damage based, we could at least make Slick Shot show off toughness, 4 toughness with the Dreadmaul's Ire. If we draw another pump spell, it might be worth playing it on the Emberheart Challenger. Oh wow, they go aggressive. Okay, so again, if we draw land, that might be it. Can't do it. All right, but the math is still the same, right? Can I get this to... No, can't do it. All right. We're just gonna whittle them away. They can Sunfall here or something like that, possibly. We just don't want them to hold up too much mana. I'm also drinking coffee, which dehydrates you. And I've been kind of dehydrated lately, so not exactly the best situation, but I gotta have my coffee. Okay, there's a Sunfall. I have 1 mana open. Finally drew it. I'm just gonna try. Right. Turn inside out. Okay, doesn't seem like they have anything. All right. Well, sure. And then we just do that. All right, so as long as we can get our 3rd land. So my land count might be a little bit too low. I went down to 18, but maybe it should be at least 19. I don't know. On the play, with not the best hand, I really don't want a mulligan. All right. I will trust that maybe the opponent is also nope, okay. Just a bunch of removal. In that case, doing that. We can discard the Witchstalker Frenzy if they make us discard. Oh, skeletons. Interesting. And a third land would be wonderful. Again, stuck on 2 lands, so maybe going down to 18 wasn't the best idea. Well, if I just have 3 show-offs, do I really need a third land? Oh, they tap out. Interesting. Alright, so 1. Okay, that's 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, it's exacts. Next, all tech. All right. So, yeah. If you have 3 slick shot show-offs, 2 lands is enough. Oh boy. Is this a 1-land keeper? Alright, let's try it. For science. Alright. Against Orzhov, could be a lot of, okay, I was gonna say, like, a lot of, exile. That's really good. All we need is a second land. Scamp is scarier. Leona Vale.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it. Off you go.
All right.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Playing another one, hoping that they don't have any sort of sweepers. They may have a temporary lockdown, which will just... would be game over. But if we can find our second land and have a scamp available, I think we can finish them off. All we need is that second land. I wonder if this is like a Ketchamoose deck? Nurturing Pixie, okay. Momentum Breaker, okay. So it's like a Orzhov Pixie deck, okay. Alright, we kind of have it, right? We can burst lightning the Nurturing Pixie to make sure we get a attack in, but then we don't have lethal, and then they just remove it next turn. Do we just attack in Monstrous Rage into turn inside out? Let's see. Yep. Block. Or this might just be lethal, actually. Oh no, we're just one off? Alright. Well, as long as they don't gain more than 1 life. Oh wait, they have a Restless Fortress. Well, if they attack them with Restless Fortress, they're dead either way. Right? So they have to remove the face down card and also possibly gain life. They do have the Momentum Breaker. So they would have to... Okay. For the 3rd land. Alright, we're gonna try this. And then we're gonna do this. Because I had a feeling they were gonna try and gain life. Yeah. I actually played it smart right at the end. I can smell diamond already. Alright, on the play with... I think this is a good hand. Can go Emberheart Challenger. Yeah, because I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of removal on turn 2. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think they're going to have 2 removal on turn 2. Deep Cavern Bat. You have to take the Frenzy. No? Yep. Okay. No blocks. I'm just gonna pass, play this out. If they have another Deep Cavern Bat, then I'm kind of all out of spells, which kind of sucks. But maybe this wasn't the best hand to keep. Opponent attacks in. Ooh, do they have some sort of 3-mana sweeper? Nope. Liliana.
When I
I'm assuming -2.
You're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
I know nothing of the Raven Man. Oh, they +1.
Drop it.
Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna do this now. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, pretty sure this is lethal. Yep. Alright, so yeah, this deck is was exactly lethal. I didn't do the math. Maybe I should have. I could have been like 1 off. But yeah, this deck has been fairly consistent in getting... Well, nah, I wouldn't say it was fairly consistent. Just maybe it's been lucky. On the play, I think this is keepable. Scamp's a really good creature in this deck. Against, is it? Yeah, I think they have a torch at the tower. So I'm just gonna plot. We may see the Scamp get removed now. It's alright. Bitter Reunion. So we only have, I think, like 2 Manifold Mouses in this deck. Because we don't run a whole lot of mice. Alright, as we saw in earlier games, plotting the show-offs is great. Unless you're going up against a really fast, aggressive deck. Which, honestly, I'm surprised I haven't gone up against yet. Alright. I play Chandra, torch the tower. Again, we're missing land. Just playing out the Manifold Mouse. Ooh, do they run I was gonna say they run the counter spells, but no, they don't. Is this a discard deck that reanimates? How do you don't reanimate Planeswalkers. Is this that enchantment deck? Ooh, okay. I don't think that's enough damage. Let's see if they have anything. Well, they have something. Give this guy double strike. All attack. Turn inside out. And then if they have removal, which I think they do, they have to use it now. They did not use it. So I'm just gonna do this now. Yeah, I was gonna say, I totally thought they had a removal. I guess not. On the play with... Interesting. I could plot, and then creature. Yeah. Let's try that. Editing. Alright, we plot. Let's see what our World Champion 26. Authoritative Consoles. Well... Alright, so this might be our loss. We do that. And we're going to do this now. Authoritative Consoles definitely changes things. Another one. Okay. Alright. Do 3 damage. Also Boros. Alright. There's a good chance they might just play do I want to keep up turn inside out? It's probably just going to get exiled anyway, so... Doing that. Well, they don't want to play temporary lockdown now. So maybe I should have kept turn inside out. Okay. Yeah, that was a dumb move on my part. Okay. Well, if one of these creatures survives, we might get a chance. But we'll see. We can still turn it inside out on their turn if they do another split up. Yeah. Okay. Now we just need a pump spell. That is not a pump spell. Jeez. All right. Playing around split up, but I don't know if that's all they play, you know. Carrot cake, okay. So they can gain life even more. Alright, turn this face up. Now. Oh, jeez. Why do I draw all the creatures when I'm up against a console's deck? Alright, I'm calling it Fritz. Alright, on the draw with a keepable hand, but it's all in on one creature. So I'm gonna mulligan this to a better hand. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play both creatures next turn. Both 1-mana creatures. And Demonic Ruckus on one of them. Depending on what the opponent does. If they leave mana up. Maybe I don't want to do that. Split Skin Doll. Okay. So are they like a reanimator? If they get Vagabond turn 4 and we don't have the kill by then, it's gonna be really bad. Alright. We have some good draws here. Definitely going Demonic Ruckus onto the Heartfire Hero, even though the Scamp can sacrifice itself. Giving Heartfire Hero double strike with Manifold Mouse is going to be good. Again, could use a third land. Alright. We get to at least draw a card and deal 3 damage. And if the Scamp survives... Scamp will not survive. But how much damage would I do? Okay, that's 6, 7. 7, so 6 and another 7. It's not exactly lethal. And then inside out. And then, well, first of all, do they have anything in their graveyard? View battlefield. Okay, they have some overlords. That's it. Okay. In this case, I guess it doesn't really matter. Opponent goes for Fabled Passage, and if they reanimate the Overlord, they'll be completely tapped out. Are they planning to use a Zombify? Yep. So if we get a 1 mana pump spell, we win the game. Right? Yeah. 1 mana pump spell. 1 mana pump spell. Come on, 1 mana pump spell. You are not a 1 mana pump spell. If I play the Emberheart Challenger and attack with both, will they block with the Vagovoth's Faithful? I'd be essentially throwing Emberheart Challenger away. They still don't have a Vagovoth or a Atraxa in the graveyard. So, and there's no real 1 mana way to
Happy to help.
Get a creature in the graveyard.
One of your friends has to leave.
Do they attack in? So, alright, so we have to win next turn. Essentially. Alright. If we draw a land, we can win. Never mind. We cannot win. Never mind. We win. Oh. And we even got it from the exile. There you go. Alright. I was a little bit nervous at the end there, but eventually got there. I'm gonna draw with a decent hand. I'm gonna keep it. Hopefully the opponent's not too removal heavy. We could go Burst Lightning here and get rid of their Llanowar Elves. Yeah, because I think they're about to ramp into the Overlord. Never mind, I was way wrong about what deck I was up against. I'm gonna play both Heartfire Heroes. Sky Knight Squire into Sanguine Evangelist. Okay, yeah, no blocks. Alright, Challenger. Three attacks. No blocks. Alright. So here, we just turn... No, I think we just Burst Lightning the Evangelist. No. Sky Knight Squire. Yeah. Alright. A sacrifice spell would be nice. Another pump spell would be nice. Another land's not exactly what I was hoping for, but at least we can get our Emberheart Challenger back. Oh, okay. This will get me another creature. Never mind. It pumps up. I forgot the Heartfire Hero gets pumped up, so I sort of wasted it. Yeah, I did the math wrong. That was pretty bad. That might cost me the game, especially if I don't draw something good here. Alright, let's see if we can get something good here. Witchstalker Frenzy was alright, and opponent gives up already. On the play with a one mana hand. Too many 2-mana cards to keep this one. This is better. Alright. Going to plot Demonic Ruckus, then plot Slickshot Show Off, I think. See what the opponent is playing. Ooh, black. It's not good. Alright. Off to a not so aggressive start, but if we draw the right cards, this could be a very deadly combination. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's assume they take the Burst Lightning. We could play this and put Demonic Ruckus on it. Do we just start going aggressive? Alright, this is what we're gonna do. If opponent is attacking our hand, we just won't have anything in hand. So they could remove the Ember Heart Challenger now. Alright. So we do this. That was their best opportunity to actually remove the challenger. That's alright. We'll do this. And I assume they can only remove one creature. Alright. Now they're trying to figure out which creature they want to remove. Ah, I should have played the other Emberheart Challenger. That's alright. They have one removal. Okay. All attack. 3 attack. And I guess right there, we can't play whatever gets exiled, but we'll at least do a lot of damage. I guess the opponent didn't... What happened? On the draw with a not so good hand. 1 land. 1 mana, 1 mana, 1 mana. But knowing this deck, I won't draw my second land for a while. And they kept a hand of 7. Alright. We play Heartfire Hero. Turn 2 we play Scamp. Turn 3... yeah, it's a mulligan, I think. In this case, I think we pitch one of the lands. I think opponent's playing black. Maybe... excuse me. Or they're just playing domain. Okay. That's a decent draw. So at least Domain's a little bit slow. They usually tap out on the first 3-4 turns. I think we get set up. Though they will have access to what's it called? Temporary lockdown. So we will see. And that's pretty good. This only destroys artifacts, right? Yeah. We could go Emberheart Challenger, Slickshot Show Off, Demonic Ruckus into Turn Inside Out. Demonic Ruckus on Emberheart Challenger. Never know. You might get, well, you might get something not so good. Alright. I'm just gonna do this. I'm trying to get as much damage in as we can now. Okay, Eternal Schemer. So they do gain life if they attack in. Which they do. It's only 5 life. Burst Lightning. Alright. Can we do 12 damage here? I don't think so. Alright, so that's 3. Okay, there's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, just 7, right? Because 8. Yeah, so we just which is the most damage we can do? Yeah, alright. We're gonna... No. We're gonna do this. 2 damage right there. Alright. See if the opponent just has another Zerd. I'm surprised they haven't like played a lot of removal, temporary lockdowns and such. Are they gonna play another Zerd? Okay. Another lightning burst. Okay. I'm trying to think here. If we attack all in, they can gain another 5 life, making him at 15. 15. Can I do 15 damage with this? Maybe. Let's see what they do. So Dreadmaw, Ire on Emberheart Challenger, and hope that we... Okay. Yeah, that should do it, right? 15, so plus the 2. Okay. Yep. All right. Didn't like know I was going to draw the Calicel sword, but that was a god draw, if anything. On the play with, I think this is a decent hand. 2 slick shot show offs, and I haven't gone wrong yet with plotting the ruckuses and the show offs. And we draw the Calicel sword. Though Boros Control is the one deck that I do not like. They rarely tap out at an opportune time. We will do the 1 damage to the opponent though. Maybe they'll play their 3 mana enchantment here. Or a carrot cake. Alright, Heartfire Hero. And then we can start mapping onto it. If they remove it, so be it. They probably have a torch. Ooh, Demonic Ruckus? Another one? Just, let's make it above Torch the Towers. Threshold. Yep. Okay, so removal they were holding for the show off. They're using it now. Clay fired bricks. This is what gets the planes. Leaving up 2 mana. Pass the turn. Though, unless we show at least some threat, they're not going to tap out. They're being pretty aggressive, though. See if they use removal on the scamp. Nope. Forge. They have 2 cards in hand. 3 cards in hand, sorry. No blocks. That's not good. Is this the time? Ah, screw it. We'll try it. I know they have removal. Do they just remove Lightning Helix of all cards too? But they are tapped out. think 12. Can't do 12. But can draw a card. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Alright. Diamond was handed to me on a platter. I cannot stress this enough. That play should not have gone the way it did. How I managed to draw another sellsword there, I do not know, but voila, I made it to diamond. Alright, so for some final thoughts. No surprise that this deck made it to diamond. I am surprised that I went 11 and 1. That's a pretty good rate, even with mono red. Usually Arena tries to push you towards closer to a 50% win rate, so 11 and 1 means I was pretty lucky. Especially if you look at the last 2 games. If I did not draw Burn Together when I did, I don't think I would have won those games. So literally luck of the draw on those last 2 games. The only opponent who won against this mono red deck was the one that was playing Authority of Consuls. So that's something to think about. If you want to win against the aggressive deck like mono red, maybe Authority of Consuls is worth having in there. Aside from that, I don't have a whole lot to say. It's mono red. I guess some changes I would think about if this is what you want to do. Felonious Rage, maybe a couple copies of this won't be too bad to give like your Scamp or Heartfire Hero haste. Torch the Tower, maybe like a split of 2 Torch the Tower and 2 Burst Lightning to kind of diversify your removal and burn. And finally, I don't know if Witchstalker Frenzy is worth having in this deck. Maybe it's better to have like more creatures or more pump spells. Not a whole lot of changes, but the few changes I would make probably depends on what your personal meta is when playing ranked. Anyways, that's all I have. If you stuck around this long, thank you very much. Again, let me know in the comments if you thought this video was too long or you enjoy these longer videos with a ton of games. And with that being said, remember, have fun playing Magic, and I'll see you in the next video. So until then, take care.